And we continue now with View co-host and the author of the brand new book, The G-Free Diet, a gluten-free survival guide, Elisabeth Hasselbeck. Oh, by the way, I love the cover. It's awesome.
Thanks.
And look, I've known you. We've been friends now for a long time. This became a really big issue in your life.
Sure.
And
sure did.
You were in a hospital for a long time.
Originally I was put in an infirmary for an intestinal infection, and it took me, that was 1997, it took me until 2005 to get a diagnosis of celiac disease. It should not take this long in this country to get a clear diagnosis from a doctor's. But I had incredibly horrible symptoms for a long time, was in pain, and didn't realize that I had celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disease where your body cannot and completely rejects gluten, which is a protein found in barley, oats, wheat, and rye. So once I realized that I had celiac disease, I kind of call this my diet in the rough, where, you know, out of, say, diabetes came that low glycemic index diet.
Right.
Out of celiac, I found this G-free diet, and I wouldn't eat another way. I have more energy than ever, and it's been a 10-year pursuit of research and experimenting and ups and downs, and I kind of weave throughout the book great tips, but also my story and how I came to learn all those different aspects.
It's funny because I have friends that the same thing. So, for example, we go out to eat no bread, no pasta, and you tell a story where every holiday you would go and your grandma, who you love dearly, would make you all this penne pasta.
Yes.
And she didn't understand. You would say, no, none for me, and you were concerned you were going to insult her.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, look, if you come up growing in an Italian household and you can't have your mama's pasta, it's a problem. And I dedicated the book to her. She passed away this past year. She's probably smiling down right now because, you know, I'm able to replace that now. This is a diet where you can have your cookie, you can have your pasta, you can eat your bread. It just delivers more nutrients to your body, especially for women when you're looking for things like folate. You know, if I didn't find out about this diet, I don't know if I'd be able to have the kids. I was having fertility issues for a long time. It literally changed my life, but out of it, I mean, when you hear people who aren't celiacs eating this way and feeling great, you realize, oh, there's something good in this.
Well, you were an athlete too, a star softball player.
Oh yes, star bench warmer is what it's more like.
Well, you married a quarterback, and so one day you'd just been to Central America. You came back.
Yeah.
And you were in the infirmary. You were going to Boston College.
I was going to Boston College.
In the infirmary for a week. You know, Tim and your mom, you barely remember it, you write about in the book.
Sure.
And they're hovering over you, and you didn't even know what was wrong with you.
No, I mean, it was a horrible infection, but I thought, okay, I'll get beyond this. And the problem was, after that, I never healed. My stomach never healed. And I didn't realize this is a genetic disease. It took me too long to get to it. You know, the problem here in our country, too, is that you have 80% of medical research being backed by pharmaceuticals. So these pharmaceutical companies with things like autoimmune diseases, if there's not a pill to sell, why would they back research to then fund nothing? Okay, they want to justify medicine.
Well, they have to, because that's the only way they can sustain themselves.
That's the way they do. And look, they need the free market society power to them. However, that spectrum should broaden a little bit so that at least things like this can be researched without having to be justified through medicine. Yeah,
as I look back and as I've gotten to know you, your career is fairly amazing. I mean, when you think of, you go on the show Survivor, it ends up that you're on The View, you're out campaigning for a presidential candidate and a vice presidential candidate, you're on one of the top shows on television, and I think, frankly, one of the most entertaining. I credit Barbara Walters. She's put together a great show.
She's outstanding.
Yeah.
She's outstanding.
And did you ever imagine that would happen?
Never. Never. I mean, and I was a fine arts industrial design major at Boston College. I was designing shoes right out of college. This is not where I thought I would be. But, you know, I'm kind of the type of person that if I feel a need to be somewhere, I'm going to do whatever I can to be there and try to do my best. And
you're still a designer because you had the Great American shirts.
Yes.
That caused a big controversy on The View.
I still wear it.
Listen, I'm going to give $5,000 to Joy Behar's favorite charity. If she wears that Great American shirt, just one day, one show. I'm trying to reach out to Joy.
I have a feeling she's going to meet your challenge with a request.
I don't understand why Joy's calling me dangerous, attacking me all the time. I've always liked Joy. She's funny.
Because you can't be conservative right now, Sean. Don't you know the rules?
I'm not so.
You cannot be conservative right now.
But to call me dangerous because I don't like Barack Obama's policies, I have nothing against the Obamas personally.
You know, she finally got to me. I registered as a Democrat yesterday. It was really
so you just gave in.
Why not?
Well, listen, there is a bright side. Rosie left, but I'm not going to go down that road. Ouch. Okay. Congratulations on the book.
Thanks,
it's a great book, by the way, and it's going to help a lot of people with a lot of diets. A good